Hello everybody. Week number 11 recap. Blade Runner. So this week we watched Blade Runner and compared it to Apocalypse Now that we watched the week before through the eyes of Heidegger's idea of the temple. In all three pieces, a temple emerges out of the soil as at the center of a community that is erecting a world full of meaning around it, by giving all subjects and objects, nature and culture, its own place in the world. In Blade Runner, this temple is a futuristic, gigantic pyramid that echoes ancient Mayan aesthetics, Mayan revival, so to say, that thrones over the polluted skyline of the Megalopolis, Los Angeles. And this pyramid is the headquarters of the Tyrell Corporation, an interplanetary business empire that concentrates economic, political, and scientific power in the figure of the oligarch Tyrell, after whom the Tyrell Corporation is named, obviously. Tyrell has designed an army of human-like robots who've taken over the human workforce. In this techno-scientific cult, as you may call it, the inherent drive to height that is pushing humanity towards new limits and beyond. Human civilization has left behind its earthbound origins entirely to colonize and populate other planets. The prodigy of this new machine man, so to say, is a creature named Roy Batty. He's a Promethean figure who's the pinnacle of creation in terms of intelligence, power, and even empathy. His only flaw is, and this may sound familiar, mortality. In order to demand more life from his creator, he travels to the temple, the gigantic pyramid, the headquarters of the Tyrell Corporation, and there he rises from the concrete wasteland of downtown Los Angeles that is populated by poverty and decadence and a lot of waste, up into the peak of the pyramid, where he faces his creator and demands more life, immortality. His designer nevertheless reveals to him that, quote, "The light that burns twice as bright burns half as long, and you have burned so very, very brightly. Roy, look at you, you are the prodigal son, you're quite the price." And that is the tragedy of Roy. He is the pinnacle of creation, forged out of the techno-scientific brain power of the Tyrell Corporation, but he does not share any of the privileges that his omnipotent creator has. Roy has no wealth, no freedom, and no right to be his authentic self. Instead, he was forced to work as a slave in off-world colonies until he managed to escape to chase more life. But his lifespan is shortened by design compared to the average human lifespan. And he's also being hunted down by mercenaries of the Tyrell Corporation who want to shorten it even more. After trying with full force to escape his fate, he accepts his destiny and finds a way to die on his own accord by embracing his existence, including all the ups and downs. So the most adventurous lifestyle he has lived as an interplanetary worker, and also his premature death that is by design. And there he ends with the famous monologue. "I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watched sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhäuser Gate. All these moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Time, do. In the end, ironically, it is the artificial man who has led the most authentic existence." If you've watched Blade Runner, in how far do you think it kind of comments on a potential future that is contained in our present in terms of AI and robots taking over the human workforce, colonizing other planets? after we have exhausted all the resources of our planet, and also just in terms of what it means to be human and how AI blurs the border between being human and being artificial, and also maybe for a glimpse of hope in terms of what is to come and what we can still achieve if we use AI not just to dominate nature and exhaust our harvesting of its resources. Are there maybe potentially other ways we can discover? Do you prefer the old or the new Blade Runner? I'd love to hear from you.